Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Coming after him. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Got it in the middle, it's Peters. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Motion from the offense. Keeps it on the bootleg. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. And they're able to get him on the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peters. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab near the sticks. It's York. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on second down for this offense. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone, just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips now to get it in on 2nd and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and goal where the strong come through. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners will call on their punt team. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Puts him in the spin cycle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively. You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Stumbled to the ground. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Sooners in the hurry up. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now they'll run the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll pull it down and run. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Now the play fake. Slings it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Caught on the outside, it's Burns. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This time they'll go to the running game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's right on target.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense
been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Number 15, in punt formation to kick it away.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He'll pull it on the read. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Looking for room. It's Sexton. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Sooners want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
That makes the score Georgia 16, Oklahoma 10.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're trying to get to it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. No, he just flat ran over him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Dogs will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Soften them up with a run, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They're bringing heat.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They want to run it left here. Keeps the legs moving.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. It'll be a draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will give them the lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. The receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question when the quarterback was going to that one. Nice job.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try the left side. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll do it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Quarterback on the keeper. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun to give to the back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Connie.
Yeah, and you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
He's off to the races. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, I'm going to live and dine. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gets it out quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly. Tosses it incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sexton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they tease this junior knows how to get him on the ground. Junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. It'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being